The dream began with a flipping of newspapers and headlines, but one prominent number was heralded there, and that being 8 billion. Then other headlines began to appear with high crime, poverty, and world chaos highlighting those things that were going on. There were headlines about school violence, of teachers locking themselves in their rooms and calling 911 to be rescued from marauding gangs of students intent on violence. Those were the kind of headlines that I saw. There were headlines of food shortages and starvation. There were headlines of people leaving cities for the safety of rural communities, but those stuck in the cities arming themselves and barricading their homes and apartments. I saw highways lined up for miles with cars, with many running out of gas, and those families begging to get out of the area with people who still had gas. They were beating on the windows and saying, please let me in, I'll give you money, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. Please take me with you. Then the headlines, the number 8 billion would appear again. I'd see people groups from around the world, from nations where the same chaos was occurring. I saw people worldwide struggling to provide for themselves and to protect themselves. Crime was out of hand, headline-wise. One headline read, Washington paralyzed in nationwide crime wave. And then I saw a field, and it was full of people from the nations, different races, clothing, language, but they were all in a tight circle, looking up at the sky but not moving. The headlines returned with these type of headlines: weather anomalies questioned, death rates unparalleled in 2023. And this was an interesting. College lost at sea. College lost at sea. And then the field returns in my sight. And the people would still be looking up, but with more expectation. One headline then stood out: banks becoming regionalized, 60% of bank branches to close by 2027. Another read, summer is not coming. As well as President Who. What the headline said, President Who, with a couple question marks behind it. Then the field came back into view, and the people are stirring, but yet watching the sky. One other headline displayed, it said, mattresses useless now, cash not worth hiding. Sex crime units overwhelmed in southern big cities. Rampant STDs killing elderly. The zombie apocalypse, new drugs turning users into walking dead. Next headline. Who is killing the unelected movers in the political and medical world? Question mark. Next headline. Governments tracking assassination teams crossing borders. Now, this did not say American borders. This said governments, plural. Governments tracking assassination teams crossing borders. Next headline I saw, gun grabs lead to standoffs nationwide. Another headline, cryptic headline, pagans are us, lead the polls. Underground spy network links Congress to White House. This is a very disturbing one for me, the next headline, cancel the cross events hosted in Democratic cities. Next headline, unholy trinity of DC leaders intends to erase morality definition. Next headline, Gates, WHO, and WC fix standards / medical tyranny on steroids. Next headline, launched, poke the bear, face incineration. And the last headline that I saw, just from early this week. The West knows what it's doing. They have swallowed the pill and got it down with poison. So, those are the headlines that I saw repeatedly, over and over and over, throughout the several weeks of the dream. Simply asking you to pray about these things, commit solid, serious prayer time. But the most important thing to me was that Jesus said, I'm coming soon. The Spirit and the bride say, come, and I say soon. So folks, We know that what's coming is not going to be good, going to be divisive, going to be sinister. But I'm thankful that the Lord will keep his hand upon us.